What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today we are going to be talking about my team in general, and then we're going to be talking about if season 3 of 2K22 MyTEAM is the worst season we have ever seen. Now obviously this year it's the worst season we've seen, right? Season 2 was better, season 1 was way better, but what about last year? Would season 3 have been the worst season that we've seen last year and this year? So the worst all-around season ever? I don't know. It's what we're going to be comparing it to in this video today. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button because we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So kind of how this video is going to look, we're going to look back on last year, look at my video in kind of the first 2 worst ranked seasons, kind of compare those and how they were, and then see, is that better or worse than the season 3 that we have seen so far. So in this video, guys, I rank this seasons from the worst to the best, okay? So we're just gonna watch the first couple here, and then break down the season we've seen now. Coming in as my worst season in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM is season 6. I mean, here's the thing. More people spend more time looking at Joel Embiid's bicep, looking for Ty Lue. This is true. Do we remember season 6, guys? I mean, people were streaming for hours trying to figure out codes on biceps. Like, what were we doing? Actually playing and enjoying the game. I mean, we look at a guy like J.R. Smith as our level 40, which is not very good. Pistol P was fine as token. You had the triple threat Julius Randle. We saw all they weren't good players. I mean, season 6 in all reality, guys, was just a disaster. It was a mess. Yes, the radioactive set was good, but we've also seen the Christmas set in season 3, right? Who was better reward wise? In season 6, we also saw obviously the Will Chamberlain, DeMar DeRozan. Like, we saw some things. We saw Danny Ferry. Like, there were some good, obviously, things in this season. But I just think this was more of a negative season than anything. And maybe part of this is obviously this is when I was in the hospital when season 6 came out, and I had a really bad appendix issue. But it was a good season to have that because, look, I wasn't interested in looking for locker codes trying to get J.R. Smith. First of all, J.R. Smith was never really that good. Second of all, like 3 total people got Ty Lue, so it just wasn't really worth it. Some things personally that obviously weren't ideal, but if you look back at season 6, that's when we got the warped reality set way too early as well. It just was an absolute letdown. There's not many good things that came out of season 6. I mean, it was just an all-around bad season. Hey, we saw moments cards. We haven't seen any of those this season. And this is one season more than any other season in my team that I was glad was put to rest. Coming in as my second worst. Okay, so second worst season in NBA 2K. This last one, my team was season 8 of my team. Now, a lot of people are gonna think season 8 was okay, but for me, it was right after Full Throttle, and right after Full Throttle, we got another 6-week season that just seemed like it drug on forever. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare season 3 to this season. I mean, here's the deal: we got Luka Doncic, we obviously got the Blake Griffin. Luka was good there as well, and they had the Beyond Level 40, which we have right now. Offline online rewards, which were a bit. But the Beyond Level 40 in this season was way better than the Beyond Level 40 we're seeing. Even a guy like the Invincible KD, D-Wades were dropped. The Gladiator set was super mid. Okay, we know that was just a super mid set overall. I mean, it didn't go and look. We had Drazen as the unlimited reward, who was just terrible. We saw season rewind sets, which weren't great. Idols started dropping on Wednesdays, that was solid. Okay, it was. I mean, here's the deal, guys. Look at the amount of content we got during this week compared to the amount of content we're getting right now. Like, we got a Moments Reggie Jackson. Then we got a season rewind. Then we got an Idols. Another season rewind. Then out of position. June 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. We got content. That's not happening right now. I'm going to go out on a limb today and say season 8 of last year was way better than season 3 of this year. But what about season 6? Okay, let's just break it down. We saw J.R. Smith, and the rest, I mean, wasn't great. Michael Red Unlimited. Here's the deal, guys. We've seen a new clutch time mode. We've seen new rewards in domination. We've seen some things in my team that have been, different. Whereas last year, it wasn't really that much. I mean, Rudy LaRusso in exchange wasn't good. See how many times we got content a day, though. I mean, Moments Devin Booker. Then we saw a Flash set. Then we saw Mystery. Danny Ferry. Out of position. I mean, 3 days a week we were at least getting content. This week it was 4 days a week. And that's just different from what we're seeing right now. And I know it's the holiday season, But it's just like we were getting so much more content. Now, was the content super good? No, probably not. But I mean, we were just getting content after content after content. I don't know. I did not like Season 6 at all last year, just based off kind of the locker code things, this gold Ty Lue, and just how everybody just kind of spent their entire life trying to figure out how to get J.R. Smith without grinding it. But we did see Danny Ferry. We did see some better content than we've seen this season. And honestly, I don't know if Season 3 is worse than this. When we look at Season 3 right now, okay, here's the deal. It came out on December 3rd. We saw AI as the level 40, the worst level 40 in my team history. Dan Marley limited, solid. Clutch time for Dame was solid. Mike Red is available there too. Drummond, not good. Jay Rich was fine. Cliff Hagan was solid. Cliff Robinson was solid as well. But the triple threat vault rewards and online rewards weren't great. Combine that just with the fact that after this Moments KD, we got 2 days a week of content, okay? Here's the deal. This doesn't even count as content. It really doesn't. So 2 days a week here, 2 days a week here. We're going to get 2 days a week this week as well. So that's just, I feel like, what everybody is not liking about the content. It's more so about the lack of content than it is about, you know, the rewards being bad, about anything. Like the content that we've seen outside of the Tis this season, the Tis this season was fire, has just been absolutely terrible. Manu Ginobili, a reward, not worth it. I'm sorry, Big Country, Keith Van Horn, not worth it. AI, not worth it. Dan, probably worth it. Dame, solid. Mike Red, solid, but RNG. Drummond, probably not worth it. He's not terrible. Jay Rich, worth it, but it's unlimited, and Cliff Hagan's okay. If you just look at the rewards that we've seen, Detlef and Calvin were okay too. It's just been all around a letdown this season. And I get it, okay? 2K devs are on vacation, on Christmas break. Like, I get it. But man, like, is it that hard to put in better triple threat offline reward in here? Nobody's gonna play this for either of these cards. Nobody's gonna play triple threat online for either of these cards. Nobody's gonna grind domination. So all the offline modes are already done. You go to online, nobody's grinding for Jason Richardson at this point. The draft mode for Andre Drummond's not great. People already have 50 wins in clutch time, and then Michael Red's an RNG reward. Dan Marley's not great. Packs haven't been great. What is there to do in the mode right now? And that's kind of what I'm basing this on. Is Season 3 the most bored I've ever been in my team? I don't know. Season 6 last year was more boring. But maybe that was because it was after 250K and I don't play the game that competitively anymore. If I didn't play this game competitively, I don't know if I would touch this game right now. And I'm saying that not to be like negative or not to, you know, be like that. But I'm just saying, I don't have fun at looking at the locker codes on biceps. I just don't. I hate the fact that that was a top 2 worst season last year. I hate that. Season 8 obviously wasn't great, but we saw content 4 times a week. So it's more just about the fact that, yes, they were still giving us content, even though it wasn't the best season in general. They try stuff, guys. They tried the Beyond Level 40, but nobody's going to grind the Beyond Level 40 for mid triple threat offline and online rewards. It seems like everything that they've done this season to try to make it good has just been a failure. The addition of clutch time is the only thing that is making this even a competition. I didn't like the season of giving last year, but I think it's better than this season. But the addition of clutch time, I think, makes this season not the worst season we've ever seen. I'm going to take this season, because of the clutch time mode, over Season 6 of last year. Yes, we got a little more content last year in Season 6, but again, people were looking at locker codes on biceps because everyone was so bored of the game for a mid J.R. Smith card. At least in this season, 2K tried to give us a decent clutch time reward. They tried to give us some different things to work on. They just failed massively at it. And I think it's more of a thing where 2K just needs to learn. Just give us better free cards, man. That's all we want. Give us moments cards too. Like, I know you're on vacation. Heck, I'll work for you. Hire me. I will make moments cards for you guys. I know it's harder than that, getting them into the game and stuff. But like, it really should not take that much work to make it happen, even if all your devs are on vacation. That's kind of my opinion on it. I don't think there's really many excuses for how bad this season has been, but I do think clutch time keeps this season from being the worst ever. Content-wise, the worst season we've ever seen, but gameplay-wise and because of clutch time, I think that saves the game a little bit. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you guys think Season 3 is the worst season that we have ever seen in my team? I think it all starts with level 40 AI, just combined with the lack of content in general. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.